This is going to be a new thing that we're doing where we're going to be live at the auction room, hopefully around 2 o'clock every Friday. And the idea of this is if anybody is wanted to come to the auction, to come to the viewing, but couldn't actually make it, then we can take you around the auction room and answer your questions. Okay, so the auction room has been pretty busy all day. Lots of people heading into the auction room today to look at all the items that we have for sale, of which there are around 1,400 lots in this week's sale. So, I've got that wrong. Let's see if that'll turn. Okay, so we've got to have it on the orientation, or whatever they call it. Yeah, so there you go. So this is why we're going live at this time on a Friday, for you to be able to ask the questions about anything that you've seen during the viewing process. Okay, so this is it. We can take you to anywhere in the room. You can look at anything. You can ask to look at things, etc. And if you want to look at anything in the auction that we're doing now, just ask the question. We'll see it at the bottom of the screen, and we'll be able to take you to that point in the auction room and show you those items. Lots of lots of stuff this week. This really good auction, and you'll probably just hear that chap here, but we've got this chap here, look, who's stood there. So you shake his hand.
We hope you will be hanging around for a very long time.
So there you go. So any questions that you may have about this week's auction, fire away. If there's anything as I'm walking around that you see that you want to know about, that you're thinking of maybe bidding on, or you're thinking, you maybe just want to ask a question about it, you might have one at home similar, then do just put that question in and I will have a look at it and answer it the best we can. So some of the items that are really popular this week, well, of course, this troika. The troika in this week's auction is a bit special. This is a really large piece of troika. It's 14 inches tall, this one, 14 inches. And then these ones down here are a lot smaller, at sort of 6.5 and 7 inches, but they are nice pieces. Show us this. So Half Pint WMC has put, show us the best employee. Okay. This is going to be pretty easy. Here I am, the best employee at Prestige Auctions. The auctioneer and the valuer, of course. But if you want to see some of the other employees, well, let's have a look round. Who we got here? So we've got Dave down here. Dave, don't run off. So there's Dave. Wave to the camera, Dave. People are asking to see the best employees. And then we've got Tom down here as well, who's mopping up at this moment in time. Have you made a mess there, Tom? Is it Mr. Palmer dropping his tea all over? Okay, and if we just quickly nip to the office, just 1 second, Si. There we've got Lisa in the office as well. People are asking to see the best employee, but we didn't come to you first. So just give it a little bit of a wave. So there's Lisa in the office as well. So if you have got, if that answers your question, Half Pint WMC, then there you go. That's that's all the 4 members of staff that are in at Prestige today. There are 2 guys out on the van as well. Dean and Dave are out working hard to bring you more great items into the auction. In fact, I'll tell you what I'm going to do. As we're live, I'm going to take you behind the scenes at Prestige Auctions. Okay, so here's the auction room. If you're new to Prestige Auctions, we've got quite a big auction room. 1,400 lots in this week's auction, and it's always a busy place. You've got stuff like Bezic in there, we've got gold and silver, we've got ride-on lawnmowers, beds, we've got a bit of all sorts. But what I'm going to do, I'm going to take you behind the scenes, okay, the places when people don't usually get to go. Now, so considering we do 1,400 odd lots at an auction, when you look in here, you can already see that our backups are filling up already. So we've got clearances coming in all the time, and everywhere that you go in Prestige, there's going to be more and more stuff. So all these backups are full, and we're going to be doing a YouTube video on this in the next few days, and I'm really looking forward to it, because I've never ever seen that game, the Rod Hull's Emu game, probably from the 1970s. I can't wait to do a YouTube video on it. And we're going to do the Don't Upset Me as well. The reason I'm going to do a YouTube video on it is because I've never seen one, so it'll be fun to do. So if you look here, look, this is actually our YouTube studio. We're that busy today. What's up, Dave? Okay, you're right. You can carry on. We're that busy that we've even had to fill the YouTube area with all this stuff as well. Look at this old tricycle. Look at that. This is some of the stuff for next week's auction. And you can see there, look, the studio lights and everything have just been pushed back for the time being because we've got just so much gear coming through the door. So them areas are full. The areas through there are full. The areas through there are full. So next week's auction is already packed. So with 1,427 lots last Saturday, another 1,400 lots this week, and potentially another 1,400 lots next week. The auction is a busy place. So the idea of this, like I say, is to, if you've got any questions about any of the items that you can see in the auction room or any of the items you've looked at on Facebook through the catalogue, then please just feel free to ask them questions and we'll answer them the best we can. So, what are you expecting to see in the auction room? Well, every single week in an auction room like Prestige, you're going to see lots of various items. Whether you're looking for appliances, we've got American fridge freezers and stuff over there, look, and washing machines and 65-inch tellies. We've also got wardrobe units. We've got conservatory furniture, and we've got absolutely so much stuff in here every week that even look over there, we've got a massive blow up Father Christmas. Now, it's not Christmas time, but this is the thing with house clearance auctions. You never know what's going to come through the door. So as we look around here, you see if you come in on one of our sale days as well, you know, a very modern auction room. So you've got big screens up on the walls. Okay, there and there. That's just actually been showing one of our YouTube videos just now. And then we've got another screen in the back room as well. The idea of this is so when you come into the auction, you're not having the old-fashioned way of porters holding things up. You've got everybody, you can just walk into the auction room, and once you know your lot number, you can then look up at the wall and see what is being sold at that exact time. Okay, so moving around the auction room a little bit, whether you're looking for a little mannequin, maybe for a display for a shop or something like that, or a three-way mirror. We've got some retro pots and pans, sorry, the pots there. And what about this? A not tonight pillar. So if you look at this, you've got pillar cases where you can choose not tonight or tonight. So there you go. So the reversible pillar cases. But the great thing is there, you're not just buying one of those, you're buying all of those. So why not put them on something like Vinted or eBay or something like that and make yourself a few quid? That's what one of the great thing about auctions is. What about these here? Look at these interesting looking pixie gnome things. And then these things here. This is the joy. You don't know what you get. And look at that. Look at his head wobbling in the wind there. Look. Anyway, so then you come up here. You've got remote control or radio control helicopters. You've also got German vases. So the list is endless of what you can buy from a house clearance auction room. We've also got a lot of jewellery. I can tell you for next week we've got a lot of jewellery as well. We've got remote control planes, we've got scale electrics, we've got all of this cranberry ware as well as some Ladro and some Neo. We've got some Royal Dalton dogs down there. So if you see anything that you want to ask a question about or you want to ask us about, then we can tell you. This, as you may have known, if you are a regular to YouTube Prestige Auctions, is the ZX Spectrum Action Pack that we did an unboxing of this week. We pulled this amazing bit of kit. Look at how good the box is and everything inside it is just as good. Pulled that out of an attic this last week. So we've also got Citadel stuff here, or Warhammer pieces. We've also got in this box here. So look at this for a box. So not only are you getting a PlayStation 1 and accessories, there's also a GameCube in there as well. I'm not sure if that game's in there, but that's one of the Super Mario games. So all of these bits and bobs can be purchased from us at Prestige Auctions. Now, the one question we get constantly is, can I bid on the internet? Well, absolutely no. You can't bid on the internet on our general weekly sales. They're just too big. We don't have the time or the capacity to be able to turn them around and do them online. So this is a head to Grimsby, head to Cleethorpes day, and get bidding in this auction. We do have people coming to our auction. every week from all over the place. You know, they come from as far as Pontefract and Leicester and Sheffield and Hull and Barnsley, and they come down to the auction room and get involved with the bidding. Look at this. What about that? All them PlayStation 1 games. That's all one box. Who knows what they'll make tomorrow? A lot of stuff in there. And then we've got this Super Nintendo entertainment system in the box, look, with the original Mario game. And then up here, you've got all the Super Nintendo games as well. And then we've even got a Mario Paint down at the front. Or what about this? A Sega Dreamcast. Now, you all remember these things, but how many of you kept them? We've also got a PlayStation 2 in that box, along with the Buzz game and a load of games in there. So if you do see anything that takes your fancy, then do, and you want to ask a question about it, then see, that's the employee that didn't do very well last month, so we strung him up. There you go, that's that one there. And we've also got all these Father Christmases, Christmas things. Now, you might think, oh my God, it's August, Carl, don't show me Christmas stuff. But if you're clever enough, now's the time to buy them. Get buying this Christmas stuff now. You could even stick it in the shed at home and then put it back in the auction in October, and it's going to make more money. What we want to prove to you and show you all the time at Prestige Auctions is that you can make money by going to your local auction room. If it's a decent auction room, don't be fooled into thinking that all auctions are like the ones you see on the BBC, because they're not. You know, it's not all la-di-da and antiques and collectibles. That's not what everybody wants. This is a general sale auction room. Yes, we sell antiques and collectibles. Yes, we sell jewellery. Yes, we sell cars. We even sell houses. But this is the general week-to-week stuff that you pull from estate clearances across the region. So whether you're after Sylvanian families, which you can see up there, or a box of die-cast, or maybe some toners that you could resell for a lot more money. These are the sort of things that you're going to see in a house clearance auction room. We've got Beswick donkeys in there, look, all those nice Beswick donkeys. Some of them are boxed as well. We've got the Royal Dalton, the Mask Seller, and the Royal Dalton, the Pied Piper there. Well, these are all items that have got no reserve on them either. So some people will ask the question, what does no reserve mean? Well, if you're selling something in an auction and you want it to make a certain price, you might say, well, I'll put a £20 reserve on it. So that basically tells the auctioneer he can't sell under that price. So when something is no reserve, like most of our items are at Prestige Auctions, it means you can bid from our minimum bid. What's the minimum bid? Well, the minimum bid is just £3. So basically, you could potentially own that Winnie the Pooh up there, nice ornament thing, for £3 plus commission. What's the commission? It's 15% plus VAT. So that means it's 18% in total, which means you could own that for £3.54 in theory. We've got these indoor little fountains there, like oriental things. And then you come to this cabinet here, and we've got some Christmas trains and Christmas villages. We've also got a lots of costume jewellery and jewellery as well across the auction room today. So again, don't forget, if you have got any questions, you want to ask a question, whether it be about this week's auction or whether it's just about auctions in general, then do type it in now and I'll answer it the best I can. As you can see down here, we've got a load of silver in there. We've got more silver there. We've got all these LNER stuff there. So that is a tray of assorted there. And it's all to do with the old railways years ago, mainly LNER stuff. So that's a good lot. We've got a load of First World War medals and other things down there, and some more silver down the back as well. So what else do we have? Well, we've got these boxes. These are banana boxes or big boxes, absolutely full of gaming games. So Xbox 360, look at all them Wii games in there. Now you imagine buying that. If you could, let's say you buy that for 10 quid or whatever, or 15 quid in the auction, how much could you realistically sell them for individually? Could you get 50p each, £1 each, £2 each, £3 each? So there is money to be made in these. Xbox 360, more Xbox, we've got PlayStation 3, or maybe all of these PlayStation 2 games as well, of which there are loads of those. And the other thing is as well, don't forget to look under the tables. Under the tables, more boxes of assorted. You've got some carpet bowls and crown green bowls as well in the auction. Again, no reserves. These have all come from clearance. Or maybe you're looking for some disco lights for home or a candy floss machine. It is so varied what you're going to find in the auction room. This is why you should come to Prestige in Grimsby, DM31 3AX. Get yourself down to Grimsby and have a day out. Come into the auction. We put all the pictures as well on our Facebook site on a Tuesday evening, so you can have a look at all the stuff that's come on. We do sneak peek videos. We do lots of YouTube stuff as well, so you can have a look at all the stuff that's coming into the auction every week. You come into this middle room here and just look how much gear is in here. Boxes and boxes and boxes of assorted items. Some are new, some are old. We've got Dalek pictures on the wall there. We've got a Hulk picture on the wall. We've got Maisie Beat, the Beatles, Top the Pole, and all the rest of it. And then all this stuff. And what about this? This is, does anybody remember the film The Evil Dead? Well, do you remember that hand? That hand that got chopped off Ash, as it was in the first. Well, that one actually crawls along, I think, somewhere like this. So if I press that button, there you go. Watch this. I think it's going to work. Wait for the big moment, or is it just ticking for some reason? Oh, nope, there it goes up. So, and that's just in a mixed box of assorted, but also in there, you've got a rude gnome showing his backside. Okay, so all this stuff is available to buy in the auction. Like I say, most of this is at no reserve. So maybe you wanted a big box of Lego. Look at all that Lego in there. A box of hand sanitizers. You've got Lisa over there walking around. Why are you at the office?
I'm doing my commission bits.
Or what about this? These bikes down here.
That means I can go higher because you didn't respond.
We've got these bikes down here now. This bike here, ready for this, was £10,000. A £10,000 push bike. I don't know anybody that would spend £10,000 on a push bike, but that's what this push bike cost. It's in the auction with a £900 reserve tomorrow. £10,000 that one costs. And then you've got other ones down here. You've got electric bikes, you've got cube bikes. And what about this one here where you sit on it and pedal at the front? I've seen two of these going around the town from time to time. But there you go. There are a lot of money's worth of bikes in here. So if you could pick that up at £900 plus commission, you're looking at about £1,000 there. A £10,000 bike for about £1,000. What about that? Big box of paints. And then in here, you've got all of the interesting garden stuff, statues and concrete. And then over this side, you've got all tools and things. Well, and you've got, well, look at these, 200-foot hose pipes. Brand new, no reserve. They're there to sell. This is why you should come to the auction room. Look up here, these boxes for the garden, electrical boxes, and these have all got extension leads in as well. You know, all of this stuff that's going on in the auction room every single week. And the great thing is about Prestige Auctions, let me just show you outside, is every week is different. When you get to Prestige Auctions, look at the size of the car park outside. And bearing in mind that this is only a viewing day, look how many cars are here all doing the viewing at Prestige Auctions. This is the back of the auction room there. You can see auction centre and then the big entrance in the door there. And the auction room is always busy. The reason being it's always busy, well, because we do a good job of what we do. We've got a fantastic team down here at Prestige, and we do auctions for people, for real people, you know, not just people that can afford the expensive antiques and collectibles. But look at this beauty here. Look at this thing here. Let me see if I can get the box open. Say this in the comments. Who remembers going to the doctors and seeing one of these? So this is the old blood pressure monitors that you used to have years and years ago. Not like the electronic stuff and that they've got now. This was when the doctor got that one out. You knew your arm was going to hurt for a few seconds. Also, let's walk around this way in the auction. So we've got books everywhere. And then we've got more Christmas stuff up on the top shelf there. And then we've got these 65-inch TVs, look, and stuff. And chest freezers and American fridge freezers and display cabinets. Well, let's just have a quick look. I mean, look at that. How good is that? The LG washing machine there, 9-kilo washing machine. Fantastic that. Would cost you a few £100, I would have thought. It's in the auction tomorrow with no reserve. It's come from an estate, so ultimately you know, it's there to sell. Look at this American fridge freezer. You can see it's working. The fridge is at 5 degrees, the freezer's at -18. You open it up, the LED lights come on. Look, this is in such good condition. You open the freezer up there, look, and there you've got the freezer side, and that's lovely and cold in there. Kenwood one as well. So there, again, to be sold at no reserve at Prestige Auctions. This is why you should come to the auction room. Unless, of course, you've got plenty of money and you don't want to go to an auction room and get stuff cheaper, then that's fine. That's up to you. But most people can save money by coming to the auction room every week and buying these items. Look at this, a carved rocking horse there. And then you've got these... yeah, you like that, Tom, dear. Whatever that is there, but it looks. Has that been modelled on Lisa? Do you think? Does that look a bit like Lisa? Do you think? No. Okay, maybe not. So we'll head round this way. We've got bongo drums on there. Look, we've got barley twist tables, and we've just got so much stuff across the auction room. Sorry, can I just squeeze through into that middle one? Yeah, or maybe a hand knitted clown doll. We've got this sort of overseas furniture as well. And then you've got all sorts of normal furniture. You've got plank top tables. There's a plant stand there, look. There's a penny farthing. You've got a big box 65-inch TV there. And then you've got a trophy. Maybe you could award yourself it for something. And then you've got blanket boxes. And then what about that? That's quite an interesting thing. There you go, look. That's quite a nice thing there. So... we walk down here, you can see in the background somebody's looking at the Troika, and then we come down here, we've got mid-century stuff. Well, it seems that nobody else wants to ask any questions, so we're probably going to end this live feed there, unless, of course, anyone has got any questions they want to ask quick that we can answer. What about this? More Christmas trimmings, look, all this light-up stuff for the garden. Buy it now. What are these? I think these two are ready for tomorrow's auction. Look, they're already sat in seats there, ready for the auction to take place. Oh, look, he's being sold as well, this poor thing. What about him down there, look? So you've also got three-piece suites. I mean, this is how popular Prestige is. People actually reserve the seats, look, because they want the good positions for the bidding tomorrow at Prestige Auctions. So all of these, look, every one of them is reserved already. We've also got one of these ponies down here. We've got stuff, we've even got kids' toys and all the rest of it. Listen, I could go on all day shouting about Prestige Auctions because I love the place. It's a great auction to come to, and I think you should get involved. Please subscribe to our YouTube channel. We'll keep you up to date with everything that's going on at Prestige, and with some news about some online auctions that are coming up. So thank you ever so much, everybody, for tuning in and watching this short live feed, and we'll hopefully see you all very soon at the auction.